If you've been thinking of upgrading your vacuum, then let me show you why this Levoit Cordless stick vacuum has quickly become one of my favorite vacuums. The first reason was out of laziness. So we have this old vacuum, we have it stored in the closet in the back room here, and whenever we want to go ahead and take it out, it comes in 3 separate parts, and it can be annoying to take everything out. On top of it, I sometimes bump things and it can get pretty heavy, but we also need an upgrade in general, especially because this vacuum used to get tangled with a bunch of different stuff over here. It didn't really pick up everything well, especially, with these bristles compared to what the Levoit vacuum does now. The second reason was because we were looking for something a little bit more versatile. So our current vacuum doesn't do the best of job, so we're looking for something that can do something much better, especially with our hardwood, our tile, and our carpet. And the third reason is because of this little guy. So this is Tiger, and he sheds everywhere, and it's especially difficult to see because his fur color goes ahead and matches with pretty much the carpet and the couch too, so we can't even tell when it's dirty. So if any of those reasons resonate with you, then you're definitely going to be a fan of this Levoit Cordless stick vacuum. But if you want to know a little bit more, then keep watching. So it comes with 3 different attachments, and they're going to be a bit dirty just because I've already been using it. But right over here, this is going to be the smallest of the 3, and this is going to be a 2-in-1 brush. So these are going to be fairly hard bristles when compared to the other one, and this is going to be for hard to reach places or for some tough spots, such as on the baseboards or on the floor. And if it's a little bit too rough and you want to go a little bit more gentle, you can take this off just by simply pressing this button, and this part comes right out, and here this is going to be revealed, and this is going to be more of a soft felt-like material, and this is going to be perfect for the couch, perfect for the sofa if you want to go ahead and get like pet hair out of it. And now moving on to the longest brush, and this is going to be a 2-in-1 crevice tool / brush. Now these bristles are going to bend pretty easy, so they're going to be a lot more gentle wherever you want to use them, whether it be on the stairs, on the baseboard, or on the floor. And if you want to get into some tight spaces, just by holding this button, this goes ahead and comes right off and clicks into place at the bottom, and it reveals the crevice tool if you want to get into some corners. And now finally, the biggest of them all, this is going to be the motorized head. So this is what I use the majority of the time. And one cool thing about this is going to be the inside here. So it actually has a roller, and it's going to be made of this kind of rubberized material opposed to like bristles like the old vacuum has, kind of like this. And what makes it good is it makes it tangle free, so things don't get stuck in the bristles that much, and it's a lot easier to clean out. And if you do want to clean this more thoroughly rather than just kind of picking at stuff here, this does go ahead and come off by pressing this button and rotating counterclockwise, and this can be pulled right out. And then here's what the head looks like. So now this can be cleaned out, this can be washed, and then we can put this back over here by giving it a push and then rotating it clockwise until you hear a click. And there's also going to be 3 LED lights at the bottom, which makes it real easy to go ahead and see in darker spots, such as vacuuming under the bed, under the sofa, under a dresser. Now, a cool thing about this vacuum is that it can freestand, so you don't have to worry about it leaning against a sofa, leaning against the wall. But if you want, you can use the included attachment and then screw it into the wall directly. And now here's the main body itself, and this is going to be comprised of the filter and the battery. And starting with the battery, the cool thing about this is it actually goes ahead and comes off. So we just have to go ahead and press down here, and there's the battery itself. And there's going to be 3 indicator lights here letting you know what the battery is currently at. And since the battery is removable, this makes charging real easy, so you don't have to worry about carrying around the whole bulky body. You can simply take off the battery and go ahead and connect it right over here. Now it's time for the filter. So this whole piece goes ahead and comes right off just by holding this button. This can be pulled right out. So the canister is going to be pretty dirty inside just because I didn't get a chance to go ahead and wash it and clean it out. And when it's time to dispose of everything in here, the button can simply be pressed. Just make sure you're over garbage, otherwise this is going to be a mess. And on top we're going to have the filter, and this is going to be comprised of 2 different things. So right here is going to be kind of like a wool-like filter, and at the bottom there's going to be this foam filter. So it does get pretty dirty after use, so this can also go ahead and be cleaned out. And here's what the inside of here looks like. And I don't know if Levoit made this intentional, but if you want, you can remove the entire handle and simply have a smaller vacuum. So I guess if you have a kid and they want to go ahead and use it, they can go ahead and do so as well too. Now battery life is going to vary if you decide to stick to eco or to turbo mode. Now eco I use the majority of the time. It works perfect for hardwood floors, it works perfect for carpet, for the rugs. But if you just want a little bit more grip, if you want a little bit more suction power, especially for really stuck hairs, then the turbo mode is going to work excellent. I tend to switch between the 2 every now and then, but the majority of the time I just stick to eco just so the battery can last pretty long. And on a single charge, this is supposed to last roughly 50 minutes if you stick on eco, which works perfectly fine if I want to go ahead and vacuum my bedroom, the living room, the playroom, the basement, the the guest room, the kitchen, the bathroom, and everywhere else. Now, if I have it on eco mode, it's not going to be too loud, but my cat's still going to go ahead and get scared just because he's a scaredy cat. And if I put it on turbo mode, it's going to get a lot louder, but nonetheless, it's still going to be much quieter than the old vacuum. So overall, I'm a fan of this Levoit cordless stick vacuum. It's easy to use, it's fun to use, and if you're looking for an upgrade, I definitely recommend checking this one out.